Alex sure looks grown up.
He's got an ironclad will. He's obsessed with the finer things in life and playing golf. Yes, it seems that Barron Trump, Donald's youngest son, takes after his father. Barron Trump has certainly been bearing the burden of the spotlight lately. When internet conspiracies aren't popping up about the teen's unverified Roblox account, his mother Melania is vouching for the teen's intelligence and creativity. Despite being in the spotlight since the age of 8 and becoming an object of public interest during his father's 2016 presidential campaign, very little is known about Donald's youngest son, Barron. What is life like for the youngest Trump? Why is he called Little Donald? What are Barron's plans for the future? Barron is Melania Trump's only child. Donald Trump has 5 children from his 3 marriages. The 3 eldest, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, from his first marriages to Ivana Trump, followed by Tiffany, the daughter of his second marriage to Marla Maples, and 14-year-old Barron, the only child of Donald's current marriage to Melania Noss Trump. Donald's eldest child, Donald Jr., is 29 years older than Barron, who is by far the youngest of the Trump children, with second youngest Tiffany being 13 years Barron's senior. Barron's childhood. Barron was born on March 20th, 2006, about a year after Donald and Melania married. Since Barron's half-siblings were all much older and lived apart from Melania, Barron grew up as somewhat of an only child. Growing up at the Trump Tower penthouse on 5th Avenue in New York City, Barron attended Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, where his elementary education had a cost comparable to attending an Ivy League university of $45,000 annually. Columbia Grammar boasts an impressive list of alumni, including writer Herman Melville and actress Sarah Michelle Gellar. Now that Barron lives in Washington, he attends St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland, which has a similar hefty fee. Moving to the White House. After being elected, Barron's father Donald moved to the White House in D.C. with his family in tow not long after. According to NBC News, Melania was adamant that Barron should finish his school year without relocating schools. So, after finishing his year at Columbia Grammar, Barron and his mother also moved into the White House. This was a costly decision for Melania and Barron due to security expenses. Barron is trilingual. Reportedly, all of Donald's children speak French, but only Barron can boast being trilingual. Barron learned his mother's native language, Slovenian, at a young age, apparently mastering the tongue by the age of 5. He spoke Slovenian to his mother and grandparents as a child. Back in 2009, Melania told people that Barron, who was only 3 years old, was already speaking Slovenian in addition to his native English, and was also learning French. Barron speaks 2 languages completely perfect, Melania gushed on the Joy Behar show in 2011 when Barron was 5. Moving into the White House was not an upgrade for Barron. In her interview with Parenting via Redbook, Melania Trump revealed that Barron's Trump Tower lifestyle is nothing short of luxurious. Barron, who has an entire floor of Trump's 3-floor NYC penthouse to himself, is allowed to draw on the walls in his own rooms and has incorporated planes and helicopters into the decor, which is designed to look like the Palace of Versailles. In addition to the family penthouse, Barron moves with his family throughout the year to their various homes, including a 60-room estate in upstate New York, a 15,000-square-foot home in Beverly Hills, and Trump's crowning jewel, his Mar-a-Lago residence in Palm Beach. It's no wonder Barron and Melania weren't in a rush to join Donald in Washington, but his life as a presidential son is reportedly just as luxurious. According to Inquisitor, the White House has a 100-person staff who will know what every member of the Trump family likes as far as food, snacks, and personal items. This will be stocked and waiting for the family so they can obtain it at a moment's notice. He's the first presidential son since JFK. Since 1963, the U.S. presidents have only had daughters, making Barron Trump the first presidential son to live in the White House since John F. Kennedy Jr. He loves sports. Other than golf, Barron is an avid soccer fan and has been photographed sporting an Arsenal Football Club shirt. Barron has played for the DC United Under-12 team and Development Academy, as well as the Arlington Soccer Association's Under-14 team, and was photographed kicking a ball on the White House lawn in 2017. According to Melania, Barron has always been an athletic child, telling ABC News in 2016 that he's a great athlete. Donald has also praised his youngest son's athleticism, telling People when Barron was 9 that his son is a very natural athlete at such a young age, also saying that Barron was at that age where he's just starting to learn. In 2017, the Major League Soccer team DC United visited the White House, presenting Barron with a personalized signed black and red ball, according to the Washington Post, and later a few of the DC United members played a game of pickup soccer with the teen, who impressed forward Patrick Mullins. Mullins said he was impressed with Barron's passion and knowledge of the game, saying that his experience with the youngest Trump made him feel good about kids growing up playing soccer. The internet was abuzz upon seeing photos that show Barron is a few inches taller than his father, who stands at 6'3", and some joked that his athletic abilities could include basketball, although Barron seems content with soccer. Little Donald. Seemingly since toddlerhood, Barron has been someone who knows what he wants. Much like his father, who is often described as ironclad, it seems Donald has passed down some of his own personality. As former attendant Tony Sinecal, who has known Barron since his birth, can attest, the youngest Trump knows what he wants. Speaking to Inside Edition in 2016, Sinecal said, "When Barron was 2.5 years old, I took his breakfast into him. He was sitting in his high chair and he looks at me and he said, 'Tony, sit down. We need to talk.'" Mother Melania also admits that her son is headstrong. As she told Parenting, Barron is a very strong-minded, very special, smart boy. He is independent and opinionated and knows exactly what he wants. Sometimes I call him Little Donald. Love for golf. When he isn't focused on school, Barron has been known to enjoy golf, something he and his father have in common. The two tee off when Donald's schedule permits it. Barron has had a passion for golf since childhood, something Melania says is his favorite father-son activity. Melania told People in 2015 that a typical father-son day consists of the two going alone for dinner, one-on-one, and playing golf together. As a child, Barron enjoyed golf so much, he told Melania he wanted to become a pro golfer. Barron wants to follow in his father's career footsteps. At age 5, Barron reportedly declared to his family that he wanted to go into business like his father. If that didn't work out, the young Barron's plan B was to become a pro golfer. He hasn't given the public any updates since, but it's likely he'll inherit several business titles from his father. As Melania told Parenting in 2018, when he was 5 years old, he wanted to be like Daddy, a businessman and golfer. He loves to build something and tear it down and build something else. He is very detailed at drawing. Expensive tastes. He's not a sweatpants child. He doesn't mind putting on a suit, and he likes to dress up in a tie sometimes like Daddy, Melania told ABC News in 2013. At age 14, Barron has a strong interest in fashion, and as a child, Melania treated Barron to the finest cosmetics at her disposal. Melania has admitted that Barron has learned to care for his skin from her, and has his own Caviar Complex C6 moisturizer, one of Melania's favorites, which sells for as much as $150. Melania told ABC News when Barron was 7, "I put it on him from head to toe. It smells very, very fresh. He likes it." Privacy. Like Trump's older children, Barron has had to become used to being in the public eye from a young age. With public interest in Barron climbing since his father's original candidacy, it's no surprise that he's had to learn to be camera ready. Before Trump's campaign, Barron had already made his media debut at age 8. Barron appeared on his father's show, The Apprentice. While Donald has no issue with Barron being of interest to the public, Melania would prefer he have as normal a childhood as possible. After Melania and Barron had settled in at the White House, Melania told Fox News' Sean Hannity that Barron isn't living a normal life since the family's move to Washington, D.C., but he is enjoying it there. She also mentioned that she has tried to protect him from public scrutiny and that her efforts required to give him the childhood he deserves. He's an uncle. Born in 2006, Barron Trump is 29 years younger than his oldest sibling, Donald Trump Jr., making him closer in age to his nieces and nephews. Barron's father, Donald, has has 9 grandchildren who are between the ages of 3 and 13. The eldest of Donald Trump's grandchildren is Donald Jr.'s eldest daughter, 13-year-old Kai, who is less than 2 years younger than her uncle, Barron. Barron is sneaker obsessed. Like so many other teens, Barron loves shoes. The teen has been photographed on many occasions sporting New Balance kicks, a brand he has been fond of for some time. In 2017, Barron reportedly paired his prep school uniform with custom New Balance trainers, and in January he was spotted wearing a similar model of New Balance sneakers, this time opting for a pale suede with a reflective logo. Barron does not have a nanny. Melania Trump reportedly likes to have a hands-on approach to parenting, including making Barron's school lunches. In 2015, Melania told People that she refuses to hire a nanny to raise Barron. When asked about raising Barron herself, Melania said, "I think it's very important. Barron is 9 years old. He needs somebody as a parent there, so I am with him all the time. As you know, my husband is traveling all the time." Several days after Melania's interview was published, Donald told the New York Post that a young woman works with Barron, but Melania has often been spotted picking up her son from school, and a source close to the family claims Melania has not relied on nannies to help raise Barron, describing Melania as a devoted mother. Determined to become a businessman, little Donald may grow up to take after his father. It's hard to tell what's next for Donald Trump's adolescent son, but it's likely to include golf. Which facts surprised you the most about